obviously it's time for Christian, and this is the most important part of the segment. Okay, this is the entire stream is Christian. Okay, this is everything to me. Everything. It's Christian part 24. We're at. We're really getting in there. We're really getting down deep and dirty. Christian 24. Somebody said, Papa God, I can't wait for you to react to part 26. So apparently something crazy is going to happen there. So can't wait. But anyway, this is GenoSamuel 2.1, the comprehensive Christian history part 24. Let's get it going.
What made him this way?
I don't know. You need to tell me, bro. It's your job.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christian.
Christian Chan Wexler. Bing bang. That's around 75.
January 25th or 26th.
On January 30th, 2010, Christian uploaded.
Sorry, I gotta turn it up. Oh, stop! That was the funniest moment in any Christian episode.
A video.
This is just the funniest thing ever.
January 25th or 26th.
On January 30th.
It's just so funny to me. He's like, yeah,
2010.
He says January 25th or 26th, and then Geno's like, yeah, so January 30th. It's just so funny. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if it was actually on January 30th, or if Geno's just like trolling to make it even more funny. But that just killed me, dude. That really just killed me.
25th or 26th.
On January 30th, 2010, Christian uploaded a video in which he apologizes for his actions towards Alec Benson Leary and his treatment of the mailbags.
So I want to apologize to Alec for having said the things I said before and the threats.
Okay.
And
was it about
want to
taking
make
his own life?
amends and peace. And
doesn't really sound like you want to make amends and peace there, Chris. It sounds more like you're kind of just like frustrated that you have to do this.
I would appreciate it if the Astropedia ads were no longer on the Wikipedia. I asked multiple times either to shrink them down, put them in the sidebar. I have not seen shrinkage. I have to scroll down to even see anything on the Wikipedia, to even to log in, to even to make edits. And it's very annoying and frustrating.
Yeah.
Get rid of those ads all together.
I'm getting my money's worth here.
I still apologize for saying the things I had said before.
Okay.
But I feel like we could best be at peace if Mal of that group removes all those ads all together.
Okay.
Please. Anyway, and also, I apologize for appearing to be rude in the mailbag responses and deleting and editing some letters. But I can't deal with some topics
It was a waste to get this
that get brought up. It's just beyond my comprehension sometimes.
Okay, that's fair.
And it bothers me. Okay? So, I promise to be nicer in my responses. Okay.
On that same day, Chris uploaded Mailbag 50 himself, which consisted of cherry-picked letters and comments from the troll-created Sonichu forum. It was prefixed with an explanation. This mailbag is the one that I have personally put together to show everyone the best examples of how letters in the mailbag should be phrased, thought, and written. Please take the following examples to heart when writing future letters to me at the Wikipedia. In a nutshell though, the recent letters were just too darn harsh and confusing! These here are nearly harsh, but more comprehensible to me. I'm only doing this once, and these have come from a true, good, and loyal Sonichu fan forum site. However, Christian failed to notice that many of the statements that he thought of as supportive were in fact mocking of his character in a subtle way.
Well, he did say that like they were harsh but not too harsh, so I guess he kind of knew that they weren't that great towards him already.
Which went unnoticed. In Mailbag 51, which was submitted by the Wikipedia sysop as normal, Evan Christopher George left a short and cryptic comment hinting at legal action. There was also increasing talk of a Sonichu reboot, which would start the series over fresh, and would allegedly eliminate all narrative and copyright complications.
You know, it would kind of make sense for him to do that. I mean, only because I used to read comic books. Like, I read, like, and I started in the New 52 for any of you fucking nerds who know what that means. But they do that, like, every so often. They'll, like, do a restart on, like, the universe, or they'll restart the comics in some capacity. So it kind of does make sense. I mean, if he has a comic book, it makes sense for them to do, like, a little bit of a restart in some capacity. So, whatever. Makes sense to me.
Christian
Don't
claims
call me
that
nerd!
it would start with issue 11. On February 1st, Christian uploaded an odd video which came about during an undisclosed trolling scheme concerning a copyright dispute.
Good afternoon. This message is for the World Boiler certification over in London, England. And I'm addressing this to Miss Abigail Mudak, I believe it is. I am allowing Miss Mudak and her company to represent me in the court in this issue, in this international issue between us.
Okay.
Between my sideshoe, the electric hedgehog Pokemon of the United States of America, and Sonic Chew, the eclectic hedgehog Pokemon of London, England. Firstly, I would like to emphasize that another one which I'd like to emphasize is our character differences and moral differences.
Wait, so he's not suing Asperchew? Is this another? Oh, god damn it! Is this another fake one? Okay, well that's interesting. Great.
Is actually a hedgehog with electrical powers.
Okay.
With a possible combination between another hedgehog and the Pikachu, of which
I gotta mute those.
I would not mention.
Flashy saves just
Hey, thanks for the sub, brother.
For 5 months. Sussy.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Sorry, I mean mute those for now.
I mentioned right now, and then we got Mr. Blockley's Sonic Chew. We're talking about a Jamaican drug dealer here.
What?
Just it lives in some other city, possibly in London. In London. Anyway, eclectic, high on the hedge, and high on the hog. You want some of this Pokemon? Anyway, big, humongous differences, which the two are nothing similar at all. And even from the
So what are you suing for?
From the big description I have of the of Mr. Blockley's version, I thought that he would look something like that.
Okay.
And between my sideshoe, which in this page he's currently in his super form after using the KI crystals.
Okay.
Big differences between the two. So I move that we allow them to coexist internationally.
Oh, somebody. Oh, okay. It took me a moment to understand what's happening. I thought Chris was like pretending to sue someone else or something. Okay, so somebody's suing him for a similar character. Are they claiming that they basically created this parody of Sonic the Hedgehog before Chris created their parody of Sonic the Hedgehog? Is that what's happening here? Is that the whole story here? That is very interesting. Okay. Well, of course he's believing it. Makes sense. But hey, I guess you never know. I mean, it makes sense for somebody to come up with a fake Pokemon Sonic Chew character because it is very, not exactly the most, unique thing in the world. Just being honest with you. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be disparaging, but it's true.
Mr. Chandler's Sonic Chew and Mr. Blockley's Sonic Chew. And anyway, also I would like to, before I conclude, I would like to address this to Mr. Blockley. From what I have seen so far, you are obviously a troll trying to pick on me. And after I have shared about 10 years on the internet with my Sonic Chew towards the worldwide fan base, and I have a lot of fans, forums, even pages that have slandered my good name, and the current Wikipedia, which you can find all my original comic pages on there,
Okay.
originally hand drawn, and then the text edited for easier reading. But anyway, yeah, with that, again, Ms. Abigail Udock, you may represent me in the high courts over there in England, and I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you.
Later that day, Chris got a call from Alec Benson Leary, who was angry with the inadequacy of Chris's apology video.
I've been nice to you for too long. You didn't mention anything of what you were apologizing for. You just said, oh, I'm apologizing for some of the things I said. Is that supposed to include the death threats, Chris? Because you should probably mention that specifically.
I mean, probably.
Yes, it did include the past death
Well,
threat.
listen, it wasn't really a death threat, okay? You guys are overreacting, okay? It was a suggestion. It was a suggestion to die by your own doing, okay? Those are two different things in the court of law, all right? My client is innocent, okay? He's innocent.
Okay, well, I think I'd like you to make a better apology video. And in your second apology video, I want you to not spend 80% of the video making demands of me. Because, see, an apology video should be just that. It should be apologizing for when you did something wrong. Do you think you've done something wrong to me, Chris?
I admit that I have done wrong to you, Alec. I've been mislabelings and mistakes and errors, and I apologize.
Mislabelings, kind of like what a troll would do. Isn't that right?
Oh my god.
You know, I don't want to just tell you to make a more specific video if you don't know specifically. So please list the things that you think you did wrong to me.
All right, Alec, I'm sorry for mislabeling you and giving you death threats.
What did you mislabel me as, Chris?
Mislabeling you as a villain type of person.
Yeah, that was pretty bad of you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you probably are like a villain type
Okay,
of person.
continue.
Yeah. That's, I don't think it's inaccurate, but okay.
Mislabeling, calling you, making me out like a villain.
How about, here's a hint. Is there anyone close to me, a friend perhaps, that maybe you've mislabeled as well, that you've done wrong against?
Let me guess, Evan?
You got it right. You have wronged Evan. Do you know how you've wronged Evan?
For labeling him as an origin point for Simona.
No, actually, that was the correct thing. That was the one correct thing you did, was labeling him as the origin point of Simona, because that's what he was.
Okay.
What's the wrong thing you did to him?
I yelled at him, too.
There's a bigger issue. You stole a Simon shoe from him. There, I gave that one to you.
Oh, yeah.
And he won't give his character back. What do you think of that?
He can have his Simon shoe.
Simona is Simon Shoe. You took his Simon Shoe and twisted it around. That's what your Simon Shoe article on your Wikipedia says. It says Simona's based off Simon Shoe. I told you last time, it doesn't matter if you go change the article now. That doesn't change what was in the past. You cannot write a new article in the present and change what happened in the past. Chris, why is parody and plagiarism, why are those concepts okay for you to do, but they're not okay for anyone else to do? Will you tell me that?
Okay, I guess I cannot think of a good answer for that.
True.
Yeah, that's because there really isn't one. You understand that, right? The same rules have to apply to everyone. You don't get different rules than other artists. You need to atone for your mistakes. I want you to, in your comic, issue a full apology to Evan and admit that Simona and Simon Chu are not your characters, and you used them wrongfully without his permission, and you are going to retire them. Not really that hard to do. I mean, Simona hasn't even appeared in your comic recently, so it's not like you're going to hurt your plot line if you just issue an admission that you're not going to use her anymore.
Well, I'll think about that.
Not good enough. My ads aren't going down unless you say yes to that. That's one of my conditions. Because I've got several problems with you.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I will think about that.
Okay. Another problem. I want you to apologize to me for calling me naive. Do you believe I am naive?
Yes, and I'm sorry for calling you naive.
I forgot. The word naive to Chris is like honestly, it's like a weird. It's almost like a curse word. He hates it when people call him naive. So I guess it would be a little bit hypocritical for him to call other people naive, I guess. But they also don't really care, and they're just trolling him. So we don't want to be too affirming of the trolls here, considering they really don't give a shit whatsoever. They do not really care. So give me 2 seconds, fellers.
I do not believe you are naive.
Well, good. You know, I don't think naive is that bad of a word, but what means the most is that you think it's a bad thing and you still used it. I want you to put that in your new apology video for me.
Okay.
You might want to get a pen and paper and just write these things down, because there's a few points here. I don't want you to forget any of them.
Yeah.
What are the main things that I want you to do? List them off to me, just so I know that you're with me so far.
Okay, I'm apologizing for for cursing you, giving you death threats, calling you naive.
What else are you going to do for me?
Labeling your comics as plagiarization of my Science Shoe character and myself. And apologizing
you're going to admit that
to
was original.
Evan.
Yep, good. And what else about Evan?
Yeah, I'm going to apologize to him, and he can have his Simon Shoe.
You're going to admit publicly that Simon Shoe is not yours to use, and you were wrong to do it, right?
Right, Simon Shoe is not mine.
I'm glad. We're getting somewhere, Chris. I'm glad about this.
Okay.
It feels like you're finally starting to listen to me a little bit, because you haven't been listening to me. You know, I thought about what you said, about how Asperchu wouldn't like to be named Asperchu. I thought that I might write it into my comic that I might have Asperchu say that he likes his name. That would probably clear that problem up, don't you think? I mean, you're always filling in Sonichu's speech bubbles. So whatever Sonichu says must be correct, right? Sonichu says he likes something, then he likes something. So if Asperchu says in my comic that he likes his name, then he likes his name.
Yeah, okay, well, just don't make any references of, of my city of Quickville or saying that my original Sonichu is related to Asperchu.
You already stated that the Sonichu and the Chaotic Combo and everything else that appears in my comic are just copies or, not connected to you. So it really doesn't matter what I do with my Sonichu and my Quickville and all that, does it?
No,
they're different than yours.
Quickville is mine, and the Chaotic Combo is mine. They originally were mine.
You said the one that I'm using is different, though. That's the one you tried to steal from me, remember? Add this to your list, actually. You should probably apologize for stealing things from me, all the while you're trying to fight me stealing things from you. I think that's a good thing to add to your apology list.
Yeah, okay. Well, yes. Okay, before the recreation of Sonic and the Chaotic Combo in your book, just establish that they're not the ones from Quickville. They're just, they're from another. They're from this.
I'm not going to consider doing a damn thing for you until I see this apology video and I'm satisfied with it.
You will see the apology video, and I'll have it uploaded tonight.
Tonight, tomorrow, whenever you want.
Something else.
Okay.
It's your schedule.
All right, I gotta go now. You take care. Bye-bye.
This was immediately followed by the requested apology video for Evan and Alec.
I would like to take this moment to apologize to Mr. Alec Vincent Larry for the curses and death threats and mislabelings I have placed upon him, such as not reading his own quote-unquote fan mail and all that. And also, I apologize for misunderstanding his Asperchu as being a parody and labeling it as such, as much as it is his original character. Asperchu is Alec Benson's Larry character. Alec Benson's... Try saying that 3 times fast with plurals. Asperchu is Alec Benson Larry's own creation, not mine. And I retract all the past statements I have made against that, and of his book being anything parodic or copycatishly to anything in my book. Anyway, along with that, I also would like to apologize to Evan for offending him and by taking false claim of his Simon Shoe character, and I'm happy to give that back to him. And I retract all ownership of the Simon Shoe character. And I'll leave y'all with that. So, yeah. My apologies.
It's so interesting because all Chris has to do is say, like, okay, I don't care about copyrights anymore, or like, copyright, quote unquote, and this whole thing would end. But he's just so insistent on like owning this copyright of this character. It's fucking weird. Like, just kind of stop caring about the weird copyright aspect of it, and then it won't matter anymore, will it?
My respective apologies to all of y'all on the Asperpedia. Hope we can get along. And maybe be less offensive advertise-wise. Okay. Be safe and have a good day.
The next day, Chris wrote a short blog post in which he requested that all of his fans bombard Mao with complaints to his email address. Soon after, Chris made a video attacking Mao.
This message is to Mr. Mao of the goddamn Asperpedia. Your ad right now. What you have up there on my Wikipedia? That's just wrong. You're imitating Jack Thaddeus now, and I do not appreciate it. Either you remove your ads altogether, or I will have your head on this. I'm already having your head on this because, as much as I have a curse I possibly have a curse on me, you are going to get cursed as well.
It's scary.
Addressed to Mr. Mao of the Asperpedia. Take down the ads, or prematurely rot.
He then received a call from Alec, who started off by saying that the latest apology video did not address everything as was requested, such as Christian's use of the word naive.
I asked you to apologize for the word naive.
Oh my God.
You didn't do that.
Really going in on this kid here, huh?
Because Yep, it is your bad.
God, dude,
because that word is such a huge deal to you. I wanted you to mention that specifically. Pretty sure I said that.
Yeah.
Another thing you said my quote unquote fan mail, which I didn't like that. It was like you were suggesting I don't actually have real fans. That's not nice, Chris.
Well, I did not mean that.
Well, why just say it?
Oh,
I don't really like going through this, night after night with you, Chris. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you these things over and over. You tell a kid things over and over, and
Yep.
an adult, a man, should, listen once and then know what to do.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Well, apparently you made a video right before I talked to you, cursing Mao. That wasn't good either, Chris. I mean, I don't think I specifically mentioned Mao when I talked to you, but I think you should have been able to infer that I don't want you cursing him either. He
put a bunch of dicks on my Wikipedia yesterday.
I used to kind of sympathize with you about how Mao was being mean to you, but then I realized that you're a bully and you don't respond to anything except, mean things like that.
What are they?
Now I kind of think that Mao had the right idea. Because I was trying to be nice to you, and all you did was insult me.
No, you misunderstand me. I am not a bully.
Oh, you're not. Death threats, that's not the word.
I am not a bully.
You are a troll, though. That's for certain.
I am not a troll.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. Ever since Asperchu appeared, you've been doing nothing but trying to shut me down. Just like the trolls that try to shut you down. But the great Christian Weston Chandler, he's perfect. Nobody can attack him or parody him.
You're saying this guy sounds like Casey's dad? Maybe. I don't really know if that's true, but it's possible.
But if someone else does something that he doesn't like, doesn't matter if it has nothing to do with him. Although there's going to be hell to pay.
Chris fakes an interruption by pretending to be his mother.
Excuse me a moment. Yes? Hey, Christian, listen. I need you to go play a pizza in the kitchen.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Why did he just say, "Oh, my mom said"? Okay, whatever. I don't know why I'm questioning it. Obviously, he felt the need to have her sound like she's actually on the thing. But okay.
Oh, okay, Mom. I'll take care of this. And let the kitty out, would you? Sure.
Let the kitty out. Wait, what? Let the kitty out? Would let the fucking outside of the house? Is it I mean, maybe it's an outside cat. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid right now. Okay.
Yeah, my mom's telling me to go clean the keys, too. I gotta go. So, is there a number I can call you back at? So I can talk to you later?
I really don't want to give you a number because you troll me on the internet already. You'll probably troll me on the phone if I gave you my contact number. You go ahead. I know letting the cat out is probably going to be hard work and it's going to make you want to sleep because I know your biological clock is all whacked out from all your stress because I know it's stressful trolling me.
He says that because that's what Chris claimed in the last episode. His biological clock is ticking, which usually I think he's talking about his circadian rhythm. Because, the first thing I think of is having babies when they say biological clock, but...
Well, I'm not trolling you, but anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, okay, well, Chris, I'll let you go, but I want to let you know that that your apology video was not satisfactory, and you haven't even apologized to Evan at all in your comic like I asked you to. So you go ahead and go, and I will talk to you later. I'll call you when you don't...
Well, by the way, I unblocked your email, so you can send your thoughts in typing as well.
Such a gracious... such a gracious... allowance that you made there.
During this time, the explicitness of the Wikipedia ads increased. This included an image parodying the sex act seen in the drawing She Came for Quick, which depicted Chris satisfying his naked mother with his fingers.
Oh my
He never made any mention of this. On February 4th, an ad
appeared. Is that where it all started? Is that where it all started? Because somebody made a picture and he's like, wait, I actually might like that. Bro, that's fucked up. Holy shit. These people are psychotic, dude. Holy fuck.
Which stated that Christian had just passed away. Later that day, he had another call with Alec Benson Leary, who gave him an exhaustive list of 18 points that had to be addressed in Chris's next apology video. These included admitting Simonla was not his original creation.
Apologize for stealing the false chaotic combo. Wait, I want to read all these. Hold on. Admit that Alec has a greater fan base. Oh, has greater fan base. So that to me suggests that he just wants him to admit that his fan base is bigger. Or maybe he wants to admit that it's a greater one. Admit that he asked Evan permission to use Simonla. Admit that Simonla was never Chris's creation. Admit that he attempted to edit the CWC article to say that Simonla was his creation. Oh, shit. Acknowledge that Evan took away rights for Chris to use Simonla and that Chris has been ignoring this. Apologize for using the word naive about Alec.
To be addressed in Chris's next apology video. These included admitting Simonla was not his original creation. Admitting to...
Apologize, okay. Cursing Mao with the curse Yame Hame whatever nonsense. Make the apology for comics page. Apologize for stealing the false comic. Weird that one. Apologize for impersonating his mother off camera, not on video. Wait, what? What? Is that the one we just saw? Okay. Admit that Chris has been trolling Alec and apologize for insinuating...
Calling Alec naive. apologizing for depicting in his comic
is he-
that Alec possessed female prisoners in his basement, violently killing Simona in his comic, and promising
Oh my god. Admit that he doesn't have any excuses not to upload comics pages every day. Okay, I mean, it takes a lot of work, I feel like. Wear the Sonic Shoe medallion and high school ring while filming the video. Violently kill Samola in the comic. Admit Sonic Shoe's a Doom franchise. Not look insincere. Wow, those are tough, man. Wow, holy shit.
to look sincere
He's
while giving
so
the apology.
fucked up, bro.
Most of these points were addressed in a video recorded later that day.
First off, I'm not dead, and I have a few announcements to make. Don't listen to that stupid bow in his advertisements. Do I look dead to you? No, I'm alive, safe, well, and healthy. As for the announcements, I admit Alec has a sizable fan base, possibly greater than my own, currently. I originally had permission for use Summon in my comics from Evan, but then he took it away. Simona was not mine, so I've given it back to him by killing her later. I apologize to Alec for calling him
He's not exactly coming off as particularly sincere, but okay.
naive multiple times. And apologize to Mal. Here's a forgiveness blessing. Forgiveness blessing. There you go.
Is that the energy that a normal forgiveness blessing gets, or is it supposed to be a little bit higher than that? Because it feels like a low energy forgiveness blessing.
I just been forgive me, but I just had to dig a bunch of snow. It's snowing now. My car is stuck.
Okay.
And I apologize to Alec for taking Asperchew and his recreated characters for re-editing and whatnot. There'll be a page.
So I said, I mean, it's kind of funny, but autistic people can be so deep rooted in their fantasy worlds, as Chris obviously is. Yeah, he does think everything's like very real in an alternate dimension. I don't like to think about how much it does hurt him to reset his world in ways. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does kind of make sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Later, explain all that. That was another apology I made to him earlier about pretending my mother. I apologize for accusing him for female entrapment and rumors about rape. It was never meant to be rape. It was just like, he had those 4 roach chews in his basement, kept them in cages, treated them like hamsters. Giant hamster wheels, water bottle, food pellets. No rape. Just hamsters. You don't rape a hamster.
Why not? Why not, Chris? Says who? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me, bro? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're having a little bit of fun here. We're getting a little kooky.
But real life just happens, though. That's my only excuse, real life. Other than that, I have no excuse. And I apologize for disrespect in the mailbags and
I apologize.
Yeah, so
Too
with that,
late to apologize.
I'll go with that. And I'm alive, safe, well. Okay, have a good day. Oh, and one more thing. I admit that I trolled Alec, in a sense, like I was trolled before, and I apologize for that. I didn't want to leave that detail out. I trolled Alec, and I apologize for that. And I will not troll him anymore. Okay.
Very nice,
On
Chris.
February 6th, the Wikipedia was locked to further edits, allegedly due to a cease and desist order from Evan Christopher George. Chris was deeply saddened, but still continued to send some brief, lighthearted emails to the Wallflower. On the 8th, Alec called him again to talk about recent events.
Just calling to see how things are going with, well, I know that Evan went forward with freezing the Wikipedia on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking about that?
What am I thinking about that? I can't edit squat.
Well,
And I was going to answer some more mailbag letters.
well,
So I finally got my PC back and running after a weekend and not having it after a power failure.
well, that's good. I'm just, Evan, he got kind of impatient because he was waiting a long time for this. Do you have them finished? The Simona death page and the apology page?
I'll have them upload.
Why would you? I like how they wanted to apologize, but also brutally kill this character. This is just fucking ridiculous.
Either tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever the thing is unfrozen.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm just not satisfied with your apology video, and I don't think I'll be asking you to make another because it's become apparent to me that I don't think you really even understand what you did wrong. It was rather apparent that you didn't put any thought into why I wanted you to say those things at all.
Okay.
Actually, I did get the point behind everything.
He does have a top tier
There was
Donald Duck
even less
impersonation, for
emotion
sure.
in your voice in that video than there is normally when you apologize for something. I mean, I've seen apology videos you made before, and they're all pretty lackluster, but this one was just like a slap in the face. you said those things that I asked you to say because you thought that reading them off a list would get my ads off of your site. I took my ads off your site for the moment just because I don't really want Asperchu associated with your perennial legal troubles. But if you do get Wikipedia back up, then my ads are going back because I'm not satisfied. That's if you get it up, Chris. Because as far as I can tell, you don't really even care about SonicChew that much.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well,
I thought in the pages.
Chris, I warned you numerous times over the past several weeks.
SonicChew is Chris's life. It's his escape. It's the only place that he's cool, man. Like, it's fucked up because it's true. It's the only place that he's cool. It's the only place that he's like respected, and the only way that he's respected is like when he creates characters that to respect him. And I know that's fucking sad as shit. That's what it is, dude. It's fucked up, man. It's just fucking that sucks. It's fucked up, but that's the reality, man. That is the unfortunate reality. So, like, yeah, of course he cares about SonicChew, but that's just fun. It's just kind of sad, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I get that he's like a stupid little asshole, but sometimes the trolling, sometimes it cuts a little deep. Sometimes it cuts a little deep.
Someone was targeting you for a lawsuit over problems you were causing with SonicChew, and if I was warned that someone was targeting me for a lawsuit and they had grounds to sue me, I would deal with it right away. I would drop what I was doing. I mean, you had time, Chris. You had all the time in the world. Doesn't that seem reasonable to you? You don't go to school. You don't have a job. I asked you, what your day was like last time I talked to you, and you said that you were sleeping until 11 in the morning. I mean, 11, Chris?
Same.
That's ridiculous.
It's weird because in his SonicChew comic, like SonicChew wakes up at like 5 in the morning, I think, or 6 in the morning, and then his RoseChew, his wife, wakes up even earlier than that, an hour earlier to start food. Why is it that in his comic he wakes up early? He must like really think that there's like a moral positive attachment attached to waking up early. Interesting, which makes sense because his parents probably would wake up early or something. Okay.
I would kill to be able to.
Could I crush a mountain with my eyes? Sure.
I have to get up early every day because I have things that I need to do. I mean, I don't understand what this whole biological clock thing is that you keep falling back on.
You know what? Look it up on Wikipedia.
Look up what?
Biological clock.
Biological clock is a phrase that women usually use to refer to their most fertile reproductive years. I really have no reason, no understanding of why you would apply that to yourself.
It's reference to sleeping schedule.
I don't have problems with sleeping, any sleeping schedule. I think what happens with a lot of people when they have absolutely nothing to do with their days, that's when their sleep schedule gets messed up.
It's true.
See, I have a routine. I have to go to work and I have to go to school and I work on my comic because I care about my comic. You don't have a job or school and you don't care about your comic, therefore your body...
I actually do care about my stuff.
Your actions say otherwise.
Oh my God.
You don't upload any pages. How many times have I told you you have to start uploading pages? Not just when I wanted you to make the apology page. I just mean in general. But you didn't listen.
Well, I have been working on the pages, and I will be uploading them as soon as the thing gets unfrozen. And I had to go through without PC the past weekend because I was in a power failure.
Power failure? Like the power was knocked out all weekend? I have blackouts on occasion, and my computer shuts off, and then when the power comes on, I just press the power button, and my computer comes back up in a minute.
For me, I tried powering back on, and then the farthest it had gotten was just the introductory HP Pavilion's blue screen. And then it would go into looking like one of those color bars where the station's not broadcasting.
So what you're saying is you don't take care of the equipment that you need to do your comic.
I admit I need a new computer.
Why can't you buy one? I've seen
one right now.
I've seen videos of you in your room. You've got like a 40-inch HD TV in there. You've got your PlayStation 3. You've got like a wall full of video games. But you can't afford a basic computer. Like nothing fancy. Costs maybe a couple $100. I could go buy myself 10 new computers right now if I wanted. How many video games do you own that you don't play, Chris? I've played a lot of games in my lifetime, but I own very few right now because as soon as I'm done with them, I usually sell them.
I mean, how much are you gonna get for like your games back, bro? GameStop doesn't give you shit, boy.
You sure have a lot of time on your hands, Chris, to play all those games, for that matter.
It's a little ironic, bro, because you're sitting here trolling this guy with fucking autism. You're like, you have a lot of time on your hands. Like, yeah, you seem to as well, bro. You also have a lot of time on your hands.
Never come close to owning as many games as you have. Chris, how many hours a week do you spend on video games right now?
I don't know. I'd say about maybe 2 or 4.
2 or 4 hours a week? A day, okay. That's an awful lot of
say.
time to be spending on video games per day.
That's a good amount. Like, I probably spend that much, if not more, considering while I'm streaming and watching videos, all I do is play fucking balloons. But yeah, I guess samesies, bro. You know, samesies.
Okay. And that is time that you could be using on your comic if you cared about your comic. But obviously you
I
care
do
about
care for
video.
my comic. It's just I use that. That's actually between drawing and coloring.
But you could use that video game time to upload them, and you never did that.
Oh yes, I do.
How many days have you missed since you promised you would upload 2 pages a day? You don't care. Your actions say that you don't care. Actions speak louder than words, Chris.
Wow.
I don't even consider you competition anymore. Do you know that? Because you obviously, my competition are artists that actually care about their work, and you play video games all day, and then you sleep in because you have nothing to do. And then,
yeah, the GameStop will give you $20 for a brand new $60 game. Yep. It's crazy, bro. And then they'll sell it for like $55. True stuff, brother. True
when you
stuff.
do actually take time to do something, you don't actually work on your comic. You just attack me. And then when I'm nice to you, you continue to attack me. And then when I get mad and yell at you, you back down right away because you can't stand up in a fight. And then when I'm nice again because I think to myself, I don't want to keep yelling because I'm not that kind of person, then you become disrespectful again. Do you have anything to say, Chris? He hung up.
I probably
Later
would
that
too,
day,
so.
the Wikipedia site was wiped clean of all info, only to be replaced with a link to the Asperpedia.
What?
Chris made a video attacking those responsible the following day.
As much as it is to my dismay, I have to point out, but you can thank Alec, Evan, Sean, and Mal on the Astropedia, because I got confessions from them, and they have done so already. They took down my own Wikipedia. They even prohibited me from being able to make any updates because of that goddamn Evan.
I just don't understand. I mean, did they get his information by like trolling him, getting like his password? Like, how do they have this information, or did they make the site for him and he just thinks it's his? How does this work here?
If I could go back to before November 2007, I would have never viewed that damn ED page, and then I would have never had to deal with you damn dirty trolls.
True.
But I know every last one of you now, and I have suffered through so much torment, and this one really takes the cake. And you all just want a response from me. You get one hell of a response.
Am I gonna lose here?
And
no.
all my true loyal fans can blame those on the Astropedia, those 4, because they have done the wrongest.
Imagine he has real fans and they're like, "Oh man, the Wikipedia, Christian's Wikipedia is down. I can't go and figure out this valuable information that I love about my favorite creator right now." Do you think that actually happens? Because it might. Maybe it does.
They took away that which inspired their own comic pages.
True.
They destroyed what was undestroyable, but can be rebuilt.
Well, clearly it's destroyed.
And I will rebuild it with my own help and my own funds. I have people on the inside. The Wikipedia will be back up. And I never wanted to kill Simona. But I was practically blackmailed by that goddamn Evan.
Blackmailed? Chris, watch the racism.
I would have him in a psychic link within my psychic powers, frozen in time.
What are you saying?
And then I would put him in the jail cell, as with the same fate between Alec, Sean, and Mal.
Okay.
And after what they have done unto me so far, which they did not have to do, but they did, and they are all guilty of tormenting me like they have,
Okay.
I would have them executed.
How much is
And
left?
I
It's
don't
actually
care
pretty
what
close to
they
being
think
over.
or what they say. This is my stand against you 4.
Very courageous, Christopher. Thank you.
In hell!
Oh shit, he gave him the curse, Yamehame, whatever nonsense. How does...
Anyway, everybody
Wait,
else, have a
what
good
am I
day.
missing this time?
I'm still shoveling snow and drawing and coloring, regardless of there being a website or not.
I didn't have this upgraded. Fuck.
Good day.
As a result, he did indeed kill off Simone LaRoche in the story, which seemed to have satisfied Evan, as the Wikipedia returned virtually back to normal on Valentine's Day. with the ads for Asperchu replaced with ones for Sonichu Revolution, which was a comic created by Alec during the downtime of the Wikipedia.
Oh my god.
According to Leary, due to the troubles of the site and Christian's frequent tardiness, he felt that it was his duty to give Sonichu fans what they wanted, and offered them his own version of the proposed Sonichu reboot, which addressed the ongoing copyright issue by brutally murdering copyright-infringing characters.
Wow.
In the meantime, Christian posted an update on his blog, writing that he would continue working on his comic, and that things with his girlfriend were going well.
Wow.
He then resumed answering mailbags, which have been backlogged since before the lockdown of the site. For Mailbag 52, he adopted a new strategy to answer difficult and offensive letters. He replied to 10 challenging correspondences with the same response. Your letter has been read fully, and your thoughts have been imputed and accepted for better improvement. Thank you for your time and efforts.
Wow. Who wrote that
He
for him?
abandoned this tactic for Mailbag
You think his mom wrote that for him or his dad? Who wrote that?
53 onwards. Despite Alec's best efforts to make Christian aware of Sonichu's damning legal issues, it seemed that everyone except Chris knew that Sonichu could never truly come to fruition, as it was,
Sonichu
in essence,
never
an
truly
extension of its creator, an amalgam of ideas taken from various pop culture sources, existing in a nonsensical fantasy world, destined to fail.
Very deep stuff. Incredible. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.